Hey guys, welcome to another Get Ready with me. So you're here and you're with me and I'm gonna get ready. You can stay in bed or wherever you are and just not do anything and watch me get ready, but if you want to get ready with me, you can do that as well. So today I was going through some old makeup and I was like, what do I have? And I noticed that I actually spent a lot of money on makeup that I don't use or have used once. And that's a huge waste of money. So one of the things that I found was, actually two things that I found, was the Metallizer Eyes and Lips from Dior. I don't know if you guys remember this from last year, but it's like a metallic eyeshadow. It like dries and stays in place really well. I want to actually use it as a highlighter on me and then put foundation over it to see what it looks like. And the other thing that I want to try today is brow powders. I had a brow pomade from Laura Mercier. I don't know where that's gone. You know, that was one of my favorite products to use, but I thought like maybe I should be using a brow powder because brow powders do look really nice and they do have a kick-ass brush to use it with. So I got the Anastasia brow powder in Ebony. It looks like this. It's pretty dark. Okay, so I'm just gonna start out with my whiteout concealer, as you know. So I don't know if you guys have seen like the new makeup that's coming out, but because we're getting so close to Christmas, all this holiday stuff is coming out, right? And I have seen a couple of things already here and there, and one of the things I'm really excited about is the new NARS eyeshadow palette. So it comes in this nice intricate packaging that has like 3D triangles coming out of it. It has like the NARS logo on top of it. I know I just bought a bunch of NARS singles, but I feel like I need to have that palette in my life. And not just to have that palette, just to have it, you know, for my kit, but actually for myself, because those are colors that I would actually, you know, sport. They're really nice smoky colors. There's like a reddish pink in there. There's a graphite. There's a nice black in there. There's another like plum similar to Extreme Aubergine by Pat, but a little bit more on the purple side. And I feel like I want to do a couple looks with that as well. So once I get my hands on it, you know, you best believe I'll have a couple tutorials. Now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. As you know, I'm using Bobbi Brown in 5.25, which is a Cool Honey, and the Laura Mercier Golden Flawless Fusion foundation. If you ever wonder why I start with foundation back here, is because this area is like the smoothest area for you to put any product on. It's not gonna get super porous looking. It's not gonna look like, you know, it's not gonna accentuate lines and pores. And when you know, start getting more of like a drier sponge as you move this around, and you can move it to the middle, and then this part will look a lot more natural. I feel like when you put foundation in the middle first and you bring it out, it makes it look like you have foundation on. So if you haven't tried this technique, like I highly recommend it. It's one of the techniques that has changed my makeup game. And I feel like because I do that now, everything looks a lot smoother and it stays a lot smoother looking, you know, throughout the day. So I watched part 3 of the Shane Dawson Jake Paul, you know, series. And now I don't know what to think of the series, because I thought it was a 3-part series, you know, when it first came out. I know that I heard it wrong, and you know, it's supposed to be an 8-part series. 8 parts is a lot. It's a lot of time to commit, and it's a lot to put in a documentary. And I feel like things are moving really slowly. And at this point, I'm not sure if there really needs to be 8 parts to the series, you know? The other thing that I thought was kind of annoying, at first I was really entertained by it and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, you know? He's talking about some psychological points with a psychologist or a therapist, and they're going through behavioral red flags, you know, for people. And it kind of like seemed a little bit biased on the 3rd part, because like when you think about it, like in the 2nd part, he dramatized a lot with the music and his faces, and then you can even see a little bit more in the 3rd part, you know, when he's talking about the family and stuff. Basically what it is someone holding a camera and filming his reaction. Like he's forcing himself to find something to feel bad about the dysfunctionality of, you know, Jake's family, or something to feel, you know, sad about, you know, about how this person in his mind is not normal or safe in a way, or might be a danger to other people. And it's like, nobody's super perfect, you know, but I did not see a lot of empathy coming from him on the point of, maybe this person is just different than I am and he was raised a different way, and they have, you know, a different set of priorities, which doesn't mean that they're wrong, you know, or they're sociopaths. So I remember when I was growing up, you know, I did have friends that acted like completely different than I did, and I was like, these people are crazy, oh my god, why would they do that? Why would the family allow everyone to be acting like this? And sometimes at the end of the day, it's just a different way of, you know, living and raising your kids. You may not agree with it, but sometimes it's not something horribly bad. I'm not saying that every single way to raise a kid is valid, but in Jake's case, I'm like, I didn't know this either. Like, I didn't know this kid was 21. I thought he was a lot older. I don't know why. But like, this kid's 21. You know, when I was 21, I was an idiot. I was an asshole. I did not empathize with a lot of people either. You know, that wasn't like, I wasn't a full-grown adult with the awareness that I have now, you know, or the awareness that Shane has now, because he struggled and he grew up and he overcame things, and he developed himself as a person, he developed his character. With this kid, you know, he's 21, he has barely gotten a chance to figure out who he really is, and maybe that's what we're seeing in camera, is him struggling to fit in and find out who he really is as a person, and what his values are and his beliefs are. And sometimes it can be an ugly thing to witness a person's journey on camera. It's hard when you know, someone makes a documentary about you and they're judging you every single minute of the documentary, and not by saying like, this person's this person's that. Just the way that you react and your face on camera can say 1,000 more things than just saying it flat out. But we'll see. I'm not mad about it. I'm not gonna stop watching it. I want to see the entire thing and then judge it for what it is, you know? Everybody deserves a fair chance, right? If you're watching the series, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'd love to see like what people's opinions are. But one thing is for sure, it is entertaining though, and I know that it is entertaining for me because I like to believe things that are spooky sometimes. And if you're familiar with like creepypastas and like fictional stories on the internet, I'm all for that, and I don't know why it's a problem, but I just get hooked to that. You know, believing myths and like hoaxes and stuff like that. Okay, now I'm just going in with some secret camouflage. And I haven't shaven yet, but this is gonna go away. Like in the next couple days, you'll see like no beard. Using my NAR stick, the color that I use is Cartoum, which is dark 4, which is pretty dark if you're wondering, because I've used this a couple of times now. You know what's really exciting that's coming on my next Get Ready With Me? I'm gonna try the egg pour thing from Tony Moly again, and then we can really see if it makes a difference. It will be my 3rd week, you know, of doing it, and I'm kind of excited. I like taking those, you know, really close-up photos, even though they're kind of gross. But so far, so good. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this as a highlighter, and we'll see how it turns out. It's very pink, so it's kind of like scary looking. Oh, I should have put this before the foundation. It's okay, I'll just blend it into the foundation and see if I can actually get away with it. See how pink that is? Let's keep blending. Even though they're for the eyes, I feel like they're pretty natural looking. Like, yeah, like other people could pull this off, not just me. Okay, now I'm gonna set everything and then we'll try the brows out. My pimple has been going down, so that's good. So there's actually a very minimal difference between these two colors. Like one is a little darker than the other one one's a little more brown. So I'm gonna start with the lighter color first, which is on the left. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's a little reddish, but I think I'm okay with it. I still haven't gone to the gym. It's been like, it's gonna be 2 weeks now. Like, I'm just not concerned, you know what I mean? But I know that I should go, cause like I've been sleeping a little bit longer. It's been harder for me to get up and start doing things in the morning, and I'm pretty sure it's because I haven't been going to the gym. Cause like when you go to the gym, it stretches you out, it increases blood circulation and stuff, and I just haven't been doing anything of the sort. Okay, the reason why I wanted to try brow powders though is because I saw someone put on brow powder that didn't have any brows, and it looked so good. And what she did is like she filled it in first, like everywhere like I am right now, and then she used like a darker color and then just did the bottom like. So I'm gonna try that today and we'll see if it makes a difference. There you go, looks pretty good. It's very defined. Alright, I'm just gonna set my makeup and call it a day. Okay, so that's it. This is what it looks like. Okay, I think it looks okay. I mean, it looks pretty good. You can see a little bit of the pink coming through from the Metallizer, but I'm not angry about the results. It actually looks pretty cool. You know, if you kind of want to look super shiny. And then the brows they're good. They're not perfect. You know, like they look really fierce. So like, all right. So that concludes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed spending some time with me. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them on the section down below. Again, if you're watching the series, I would love to know what you're thinking, because I want to see what other people are thinking about this, not just the people under the comment section, you know, under his video. Yeah, and we can have like a little discussion conversation. I want to know other people's point of view on this. Like, I can't be the only one that thinks it's a little over dramatized with the music and the reaction and the faces. Like, so yeah, I'll see you on the next video. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and share if you can. And I'll see you on the next video.